Hey, so not really sure quite when I'm uploading this, but a few updates. First off, I don't know when I'll be able to get out the FNAF sister location movie pitch because I've got a lot of characters and don't know how to fit them all into a sister location based story. It's a lot harder than I thought. In particular, I'm once again having trouble fitting Golden Freddy into the plot. In the meantime, I'm also considering giving my pitches for other movies, like The Brave and the Bold is what I'm interested in doing. Oh, also, to the one person watching who cares about my Roblox games, I've been trying to get back to work on those. Currently focusing on the next Tool Orb game. So yeah, we'll see where that goes. With all that news out of the way, let's get right into the next movie of alternate MCU, Captain America and Wolverine. The movie opens up in the Weapon X facility, where we see Logan, played by Tom Hardy, being experimented on by Mr. Sinister, played by Keanu Reeves. It's time to create the perfect soldier. We then see Logan get injected with molten adamantium. The X-ray in the corner shows the adamantium covers Logan's skeleton. What did you do to me? Made you something unstoppable. We cut to a Stark Expo, where we see Steve Rogers, played by Chris Evans, and his best friend Bucky Barnes, played by Sebastian Stan, listening to Dr. Abraham Erskine, played by Stanley Tucci, talking about the super soldier serum. We are looking for the right candidate, someone with the heart of a hero. Bucky looks over at Steve. You got this, buddy. We cut inside a lab, where we see Steve stepping into a chamber. Before he steps in, Erskine speaks to him. You are a good man. I am sure that you are the right fit for this. After a while, he emerges transformed. As Steve exits the chamber, Erskine is shot. Before he dies, he managed to get out a few last words. Use your powers. We need you. We then see Mr. Sinister meeting with the Red Skull, played by Hugo Weaving. How did the experiment go? It went well, just a few issues. What is it, Sinister? Info from one of our spies tells us that America has created a super soldier of their own. Well, set your creation loose then. That's the thing. He's not exactly being cooperative. We cut to Steve and Bucky meeting Peggy Carter, played by Haley Atwell, who hands a file to them. This is the Weapon X program, which we believe Hydra has been using to try and create their very own super soldier. Our job is to break into the facility and shut it down, but we have to be careful. It's heavily guarded. And you're going to lead us? No. Peggy grabs a nearby case and opens it up, revealing the Captain America costume. You are. Later that night, we see the group hiding outside the Weapon X facility. Steve throws his shield to knock the two guards at the entrance out before quickly making their way into the facility. They carefully make their way through before reaching the lab, where they find Logan. Who are you? My name is Logan, and I have a mutation that got me selected for the Weapon X program by the head scientist. I wasn't aware of the cost. Captain America tries to free Logan. Just as he manages to get him free, an alarm goes off and they are surrounded by a group of Hydra agents led by Mr. Sinister. Did you really think you could just walk in here? Cap, Did we have a plan for this? Captain America attempts to throw his shield at Mr. Sinister, but he disappears. It does take out a few of the Hydra agents, but they are still surrounded. Logan unleashes his claws and helps them fight. With the Wolverine on their side, they all manage to escape the facility. Once they make it out of the base, they all stop and catch their breath before Wolverine speaks up. I know where Hydra's base is. We cut to Mr. Sinister teleporting to the Hydra base and meeting Red Skull again. What is it now? The Wolverine. He has escaped. No matter. I have something better. We then see the Tesseract in Red Skull's hand. We then see Steve, Logan, Bucky, and Peggy arriving outside the Hydra base. This is the place. They notice more Hydra agents guarding the place. Looks like we've got company. The group begins a fight with them. Them doing considerably well thanks to Wolverine's help. But at a certain point, Bucky is knocked back and almost falls off the cliff. Steve manages to grab onto his arm as he hangs. I won't let go. I'll find a way. Steve, we have to hurry before more of them arrive. Sorry, buddy. And with that, Bucky lets himself fall, seemingly killing him and leaving Steve devastated. We have to stop them. As Steve, Peggy, and Logan enter the base, they see a group of Hydra agents led by Mr. Sinister. Follow my lead. Wolverine immediately lunges at Mr. Sinister and begins yelling at him. What have you done to me? Mr. Sinister teleports away from him, and Wolverine attacks him again. Meanwhile, Captain America notices a massive aircraft bomber taking off. This must be their new weapon. I'll climb on board and deal with it. Steve, no! He manages to climb inside, where he finds Red Skull waiting for him. Who are you? I'm the leader of Hydra. Without hesitation, Captain America attacks Red Skull. During their fight, Steve notices a device powered by the Tesseract and knocks Red Skull into it, seemingly vaporizing him, but doing critical damage to the aircraft in the process. Meanwhile, Wolverine catches up to Mr. Sinister and stabs him with his claws, killing him. Peggy and Logan walk outside to see the aircraft. He's not gonna make it. Steve watches as the ice gets closer to him, and he crashes into it as the movie ends. Post-credit scene. In the present day, Logan is in the woods alone when he accidentally runs into a man in a wheelchair. The man is revealed to be Professor Charles Xavier, played by Mark Strong, who begins telepathically speaking to Logan. I have been looking for you. Who are you? Professor Charles Xavier, but you can call me Professor X. I've been putting together a team, one of mutants like you. And that is Captain America and Wolverine. I'm sorry if Captain America's story felt a little underdeveloped there. I didn't just want to rehash the first Avengers, so I gave Wolverine and his story a lot of focus. The next movie in alternate MCU will be The Incredible Hulk.